sometimes OBS has recently not go to Twitch and tell it, hey, she's actually live. A couple of times I had to restart my stream. It didn't say I was live. Yeah, for some reason. Right. Because I was like, Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome in. Hi Dash. How you doing? Today is going to be a combat stream for the Comfy Couch. For those of you that don't know what the Comfy Couch is, it's when I bring a Black VTuber guest onto my Twitch channel, and we have a conversation of introducing them to the community, what they do, what are the communities, what their goals and aspirations, and things like that. So you guys can get to know them and hopefully follow them and enjoy their own content. Today we have Zaza. On Twitch, she's called Radio Zaza. And we have Static, which is Charged Up Static. Welcome on to my stream, you guys.
Hello, and thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So let's see here. Okay. All right, there we go. So, would you like to introduce yourselves? Just say like who you are. We're gonna get into the more detailed of the questions later, but you guys can explain who you are. Give a little summary about yourself.
Ladies first.
Of course.
Definitely gonna talk about y'all two lords later, but yeah.
Oh, Lord. I am Radio Zaza. I'm mainly called Zaza. Yes, those are S's on there. It's supposed to be Jaja, but it is what it is. I am a variety loot tuber, and I like to say loot tuber because I feel like I need to give people a proper heads up before walking into my streams, especially Saturday, because we do DJ night. It doesn't look like it from the get-go, but if you listen long enough, you're gonna hear something outlandish. My goal is to be a more immersive streamer. I got little bells and doohickeys that you can play with inside my stream. And eventually I'll be a VR dancer on Twitch. I'm
Ooh.
slowly but surely working towards that. Uh, most of the time you'll see me from the collarbone up on my streams if I'm not in my VR chat model. But mainly we just chill and have good vibes. It's just it can be really DJing just out of nowhere. That's me.
So before you start, Static, your captions have disappeared. So if you can click that link in our chat, so your name could come back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The same link?
No, the one I just posted.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hi, Kim. Welcome in. How are you? I be seeing your stream sometimes. Being an absolute diva as usual. How have you been?
All right, I'm back. Is it connected?
I don't see your name. It could take a minute though.
Oh, it opened in another browser. That's what happened.
I'll send you another one.
Yeah, just make sure you close that one.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Click that one.
Let me not click it. Let me copy and paste it.
Right, yeah. See, unfortunately, this is the reason why I have Chrome as my default browser, because I need the other software that we use to hop on board of not using Chrome, or have Chrome as an option with the other browsers, because, yeah. I don't do too much.
I mean, it's Google, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, there you go. And you closed the other browser, right?
I did.
Okay. It's probably going to disappear sooner or later. So, go ahead and introduce yourself, Static.
Okay. Well, everybody, my name is Charged Up Static, part-time VTuber, full-time best friend. On my channel, usually we play a whole bunch of new releases that I'm into, from Pokemon to Monster Hunter Final Fantasy, pretty much anything under the sun. Probably besides sports and racing games, unless it doesn't have a plumber with a red hat on it. I am a half human, half beast, tiger, perhaps, as you can see, and I'm just here to be your best friend and have fun here. I try to remember at least one thing about any person who comes in, whether they want to vent about their day, just come in and relax, chill, listen to the game, listen to me, and yeah, just it's like coming to your best friend's house or cousin's house and just vibing out. That's what I'm here for.
Amazing. I love those type of streams where it make it feels like instead of you watching a stream and make it feel like you're at someone else's house and just chilling with them. I love that vibe so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first set of questions would be on your model. So is this your first model you've done? Who is the artist?
Do you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is technically my fourth model. This model that I'm currently wearing is done by Namiel Sky. That's the Oshi. And my original concept design was put together by Mama Bun. And I think my very, very first model before I even had a concept design was done by I forget their name at the time. It's the same person who did my very first set of emotes, but that model is never going to see the light of day again because it was stolen. So it wasn't anything that looks like me now. So yeah.
Gotta love it when people take stuff without permission. Gotta love that. Okay. Static, what about yours?
Okay, so my model currently on stream is designed, well, it was made by Love Mora. Everyone knows who Love Mora is, great designs. This second design for my tiger form is actually done by Doodle Noodle CJ. I have the one with the flat top that's done by her, but it's also made by Lamora. And then my, I guess you would say, human form, that was done by, it was kind of created by me. I'm gonna age myself here. So, I kind of based it off an avatar I had on Gaia Online. That's how you, there you go, that can tell you how old I am. And kind of brought it to these two other VTubers. I don't know if they still VTube anymore. I know one of them does. And Wiki and Hillary Raven. I hope I'm saying their names right. They created my first VTuber model, which is a 2D model. I still have it. Doesn't really see the light of day anymore, but unless you're looking at old clips. But the design I'm rocking now is pretty much made by, I would say, Doodle Noodle CJ and Love More. So I usually rock those. And I have different variations of this kind. So yeah.
Hey, that's great. Hi, Nami. As y'all can see, that is Nami. That is the artist that did current Zaza's design. Amazing artist. She also did a couple of my combs for like my Valentine's Day, and also my Christmas art. So yeah, everybody please hit up Nami. She's an amazing artist. You won't regret commissioning her. And also Love Mora as well. Love Mora is amazing. Nami. Yes, W Nami. I'm big Nami.
I can't even see the chat due to my computer.
Oh. Oh no.
Nami says she's gonna delete your files.
Oh, don't delete my files. Oh yeah. Oh, no, that is true. Yeah, Nami did help on that too. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my computer. My computer's like frozen.
Oh
Somehow
no.
I can still talk, but I can't see anything. I cannot see anything.
Wild.
Is it because of Chrome?
No idea. We're gonna rock out like this though.
Okay. Oh my god.
I mean, if it works, it works. It is a podcast. We're mainly just PNG tubers, y'all listening to us. It works
right. Okay, and then I would like to discuss the inspiration behind y'all models, so behind who you guys are, your looks.
Static, you're going first for this one.
That's fine. Mine's isn't too crazy. A little bit of it is the locks from Static Shock. Um, a lot of the stuff I don't actually have in real life. I don't have locks. I could, just lazy. Uh, the nose ring. I kind of like the septum nose ring, so I added that. I believe, if I'm correct, the gold fang part was inspired by a joke that me and Zaza did. I think that's correct. It was like a meme that was of a post of a tiger with a gold fang, and I'm like, you know what? That's pretty cool. I want that.
Yeah.
And no, I pretty much like tigers, man. Tigers are pretty cool big cats, man. They're the strongest big cats, so why not?
Bigger
Why
than me.
not? Why
I'm
not
just
have it?
I'm just a house cat.
And although I'm not showing in this model, I do like electrical powers, so I do have that as well.
Nice.
So that's really fun.
All right, Zai, your turn.
Okay, so um my design is based off of an OC or the currently evolved version of it that I've been role playing for about 20 years now. And in this variation, um Zaza originally started as being like a Loki because where she's positioned in her lore, she is pretty much Loki. But there's too many people who just look and act like Loki online. So after a little bit of tweaking and digging deeper into tropes and stuff, I am technically a Jotnar cat girl. And I straight give off cat girl vibes, but you can tell from my ears I'm slightly different. Honestly, I don't like cat ears on top of my head. I can't do it. I don't know why. It does not look good on me. So a lot of my design and concept basically comes from like my lore and like basically what I do, which is because of me being the Loki, I'm technically an heir of a kingdom. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't do things like we normally do because if you think about how things were back then and how things are in modern times, it doesn't really work out too well for women. So the way that the kingdom works, we're a lot more about leisure and just being chill and community forward. So my design comes from us just relaxing and being chill, and that's it.
Can you explain the Yuknar side of yourself?
Okay, so uh the person behind Zaza is a Viking nerd. Not one that is like, I understand the language and stuff like that, and I understand like every single aspect of it. It's just the one thing that I've loved the most for the longest time. And the way that I interpret the Jotnar is that they are like an African nation because they have the scarification for their tribal markings. And when I did the research for it, I've only seen that in certain African countries to basically identify people after they've been taken and rescued because of slavery. So I basically developed a because there's no real information out there about Jotnar. You just know that they're giants and people interpret them however they wish. They're just really tall people to, I guess, most people. So um basically the way that we have it is that at Jotunheim is on a different planet. We are minding our own business. The Asgardians, or I just say the Acer because it's easier, they basically came bothering us because we're a new land to conquer, and we've been fighting with them for ages. And when you think about just typical Viking stuff, that's what's happening there. For my species of Jotnar, there's a lot more just more things that look more like global culture and like more African traits. Like for example, the type of clothing that we normally wear looks more similar to like sarongs and saris and stuff that we just wrap around our hips. Just enough coverage to be polite. We don't really care about clothing unless we're being fashionable, which is why I look like this and why technically I'm not wearing clothing on my own stream, which is why I usually have to give people a heads up about that. It's not that I'm a fansly streamer, it's just that my avatar only shows from like the cleavage up, so I'm meeting TOS guidelines somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that Yuknars are really tall giants. So what is your height?
Because of the fact that I technically have a lot of magical ability, I am a shifter, so I can control my height. My natural height is 5 feet and 5 inches. I am the tallest Omega of my kind and probably the shortest Alpha because I'm fluid technically, so I can shift between male and female. I
Ooh.
just present myself a certain way based on what I think is the most powerful kind of being that the people that I'm talking to would think of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I look more cat-like. That's why, my skin is the way it is. That's why
Mm-hmm.
my eyes the way it is. Like in my female form, this is what I view as a symbol of power.
Okay. Are there any like updates that y'all want to do to y'all models in the future? Any like unique features or anything like that y'all would like to change?
Ooh,
You need a moment, Static?
I'm thinking about it. I would definitely like him to be a 2D model eventually. As of like design, I don't know. Come back to me on that. It's probably something. I just really can't think of it right now.
Yeah, you just had a lot of recent, like, major design changes, so I
Mm-hmm.
understand that.
I
Yeah.
actually kind of like him how he is, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually,
And listen, if you don't have any updates that you plan on in the future, that is completely fine.
besides maybe clothing, I kind of like him how he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might. Well, one thing that's supposed to be coming up in the future is I'm gonna be showing the male form of me eventually whenever that artwork is done. I'm still working on the voice filters for that, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be changing my color palette because I like just messing around with color. So eventually, I'm gonna come out blonde. Kano already calls it the white woman look. It's really funny.
What?
It's just because I'm a person that likes to mess around with mood boards all the time just because, and I've learned how to tweak my color palette of my original PNG model because this isn't the one that this is the one that I use when I want to do half body, but when I'm just using the bust I use the other one, and that one has like 10 different color palette swaps, and most of them are not melanated. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of funny to see.
Oh,
And
that's
and
why.
you know how Kano is. Kano's just like,
Yeah.
who is that white woman?
Okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea that VTubers, no matter what medium they're in, is kind of like a doll. Like the old school paper dolls, that also dates me.
Uh-huh.
And I like the idea of being able to like swap and switch and have like different looks for yourself. That's why I love live 2D models. Eventually I want to get one just for the sake that I can just switch stuff around whenever I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I can just do so much with Canva. So I'm still going to be the same person in the future. I just might have different coloring for that time of day depending on my mood.
Okay.
My community knows that I switch up stuff quite often, but you're always able to tell that it's me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. All right, so we're gonna move on to your content and the games that you play. So, would you like to mention? I know y'all touched on this a little bit, but would you like to go into more details on your content? What do you do? Because I know Zai, you do more than just play games. And Static, about your content.
sure thing. So mine's is like I stated before. I usually focus on new releases and stuff in my backlog. I have maybe on my PlayStation alone over 200 games, and that's not counting PC. Switch maybe 100, and PC probably around 100. So I have a lot of games to play. Um, also, the newer releases, like I usually try to get newer releases and stream them, kind of when they come out, because I know not everyone's able to afford them. Not everyone's maybe skeptical of buying them, so I will be the test dummy to play it. If it's bad, I'll definitely let you know. if it's good, I'm gonna raise the roof on it and say, buy this game. Why are you watching me? Recently, solo wise, I just finished South of Midnight. Great game. Highly recommend. It's on Game Pass. Tuesdays, that's usually the day me and Zaza collab. And currently we're playing through Split Fiction. That game is really good too. I like it. I like it a lot. It's dragging a little bit right now, but I like it so far. I'm like, man, this is not over yet.
Not your speed, huh?
Well, we're getting into more visual novels when we play games together. It's just that the story is a metaphor for AI stuff. And when you can kind of see what's happening from the very beginning, and also some of those game mechanics are really, really difficult. If I want to just say to everybody out there that if you are a gamer and you have a partner who is not, do not play Split Fiction with them as their first game. You will ruin your relationship.
Wow.
Because the thing is that Split Fiction was made by It Takes Two. So it's heavy, it's all co-op, and it doesn't tell you what you need to do. You have to rely on your senses as a veteran gamer in order to understand what's going on. Because Split Fiction is also a love letter to video games in general. There's so many different references. And there's a lot of platforms. I hate the fucking platforms. But it's like we just went through like basically a Mega Man Halo level.
Oh man, that thing was long. And that turtle boss, we turned it off after that.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like you're going through a whole bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh look, there goes a side quest. And you got to go into this floating bubble to do the other side of the story, and the two characters are absolutely obnoxious.
Oh.
And it's like sci-fi versus fantasy, and they're like learning about each other as they go along. But when you're VTubers and you have to look into your own lore, figure out stuff, you can see what's going to happen. You can see what's going on. We're just like, we want to just enjoy the story. Why is the game itself so hard?
Oh my gosh. I think it's because when people or game developers create games, they want to add at least a little bit of difficulty with it. Because of how many people will say, oh my god, this game is just too easy. The people who complain.
People always complain.
Always.
I just want to say that I got turned into a gorilla in that game.
Oh.
And then I also got turned into a
sea monster thing.
I was the pig. I like the sea monster thing. That was actually
great.
Yeah, I was a pig that parted rainbows, and I would like float up as I did it.
Wow.
There's actually a clip of us playing where we're two pigs, and they do an allegory for the three little pigs. Two houses are already knocked down. We logically assume we're gonna knock down the third one. It's built up very shabbily despite it being brick. So we look around and there's a bullseye on the back, and I just fly through it laughing my ass off.
That is funny.
That's probably still my favorite section of the game. Yeah, but
that was a very traumatized section at the end because you're two pigs and you end up as hot dogs. And you're cooking yourself. It is fucking crazy. That's not a first person view I want to experience as a first time gamer. No,
Mm.
thank you.
I thought that was hilarious. Oh man, I'd say play the game though. But Wednesdays I'm usually now with my friend Invincible. Shout out to him. We play WWE and do through GM mode, so that's been pretty fun lately. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing a lot of money. So we're gonna.
Oh my god.
I'm losing
You
a
have-
lot of money on a lot of wrestlers. I'm so
Y'all
glad
need to
this
start
season is
out
over.
fighting them like Jotnar so they're not injured all the goddamn time.
Lord.
We working them to the bone.
Oh my
That's why you
god.
broke.
To the bone. But just as long as they don't get injured. But yeah, that's usually the content on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Fridays, I'm not gonna lie. Lately, I've been slacking. I usually stream on Fridays, but I've been slacking. And then Saturdays and Sundays, I kind of throw them up in the air because I don't know my weekends. My weekends are always busy with something, so
Mhm.
I usually put a question mark and a to be determined.
Uh-huh. Our
Saturday and Sundays.
weekends usually comprise of we take care of other stuff and then it's DJ night in my stream.
Mhm.
And then usually on Sundays, that's me and Static's work night where we're like taking care of stuff for our streams and planning stuff for the week and like touching base on like all the events that our friends are attached to and watching anime. Like that's our weekend.
Right. Okay.
I do not appreciate this Nature's Way commercial that keeps popping up on Twitch. Oh my God.
Oh, there is an ad break right now. Okay, while there's an ad break, Static, for some reason your text isn't showing up in the captions
not?
like your name is, but your text just stopped showing up for whatever reason.
That is some freaking tiger left
It
right there. Oh my
is
goodness.
wild.
Why is it always happening to me?
It is funny. It is so funny.
My
Yeah.
mic settings is fine though. It's connected. I'm gonna check it one more time.
But you know, there can't be a
There it is.
there cannot
You want to send
be
another
a
link?
screen without scuff.
Right. Absolutely. So I'm going to be editing this part out. Yeah, I'm going to send you another link. There you go.
Come on, Chrome. Play nice.
Right.
And this is why we're usually on other browsers.
I know. Oh my
We need some
gosh.
support for Pixel Chat across all browser platforms. Where you know what? If the people of Pixel Chat could hear me right now, I would just ask for a Discord bot. Give me a
Obviously
Discord
that
bot.
too.
That'd be so good. I would love
How
that.
about now?
Okay, that one, yeah. But now you're on
I
twice. So
think it
you
would.
close the other
I
tab.
did close the other.
Okay. All right. So the other one should be disappearing soon then, probably. Probably.
Probably.
It's fine. Listen. Listen.
He's
This
so
is
fast,
this
he's
is
in
There
two
we go.
spots.
this is what editing is for. Okay, so we got like 30 more seconds for the ad, and then Za, it will be back to you on your content. You can explain the other things that you do, like VR chat and stuff like that.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, this talk about this content gonna be very entertaining.
Do you know that me torturing you that one time in that clip is my highest viewed clip?
Really? Of course,
60 something views.
of
And
course
it's so
it is.
funny.
Of course it would be B. Of course it is. People just love seeing other people getting thirsty over other people. That's all it is.
What's so funny about it is that unless you look at the YouTube short version, if you look at I guess it's the vertical version,
Uh-huh.
you will actually see you say, "Oh my God, Zod!" It says runs away. Like that's the only way you can really tell what your reaction is, and that's why I think it's funny.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. I love that. I love that for you, not for me. I love that for you.
Now that you know it's okay to be thirsty, we are VTubers here. It's a part of our
Mhm.
job. But are we back? Okay, I can
Mhm.
see myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't type up anything. I didn't prepare anything because I just thought that okay, I can just kind of go with the flow of these things. And
Uh-huh.
I just woke up, so rambling.
Listen, rambling is the best type.
Mhm. I do not really see myself as a gamer, which is very weird. I know because I play games on here, but I want to be a VR chat dancer. I've always wanted to do that from the very beginning. And in order to do that properly, you have to like drop essentially 2K. So I'm still working at that and I don't have full body tracking. So I just go into VR chat on Saturdays just to do whatever to get my community used to me being in there. I basically want to try and create the vibe of being a VR chat dancer without actually being able to throw ass. Like I can, but it's not like me doing it. It's an emote, but it looks pretty good. Like yesterday I was twerking through half of the stream, and since I finally learned how to use the stream camera, you can actually see my ass jiggle.
Nice.
Oh, and the VODs are actually up for once because I don't usually publish my VODs. I haven't published them like a couple of months. Yeah. Y'all can go see what I'm talking about.
Nice.
But the thing is that sometimes we're dancing in MMD worlds, which is if you're confused, the thing that Atlas does, where he has all those models and they're all dancing together, he knows how to put all that together. So I like going into the pre-made worlds, and I'll drag Static with me, and we're dancing to mostly K-pop and TikTok dances, but it's fun because the way that those are done, you feel like you're in a music video, and really that's what a lot of people want, to feel like they're in their favorite K-pop celebrities videos. And during the week, I just play games with friends, and we're just laughing and joking about our usual stuff. My friend Sharky, we'll mention him often because he's very important to my stream because he's the code developer, and he's just a really good friend all in all. And there's a long running bit going on between him and Static because Static likes to say things and Sharky will just go along with it. And so that's pretty good entertainment. Like my entertainment is literally VR chat, co-op games, and teasing people. I can be honest, I like to tease people.
Yeah, I could definitely tell.
You're just lucky that I just woke up before you called and my voice hasn't
God.
broken in yet, or else you'd be all right now.
Lord, thank goodness.
Just give her a minute.
Oh no.
I don't know. Can you hear it, Static? Is this the voice?
That's the voice.
Oh. Fit, you alright?
You had to, didn't you? You just had to. you just had to.
It's not my fault that people like this voice. I don't even sound like this in real life. All I'm doing is wait. I have to slow down a little bit. And I gotta lean in real close and yeah.
Yeah, get up on the mic. Yeah.
I am so happy you can't see me visibly sweat right now.
Yeah, that's why we're PNGs. Yeah, you don't want that face tracking around about now.
No. Oh no.
I believe in Zaza Supremely.
Hi, Niche. Oh my god, bro. And thank you so much again, Yu. I think that's how you say your name, right? Yu Bear. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the community.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
To the community.
So for everybody who is just coming in and lurking, this is a podcast that I have for once a month. It's called The Comfy Couch, where I invite Black VTubers on the channel so they can introduce themselves, tell you guys who they are, what their content is, their goals and aspirations, and hopefully you guys will like them enough to be able to check them out, check their content, join their communities, because those Black VTubers out here, no one else is going to support us, so we got to support ourselves. Damn it. No one else gonna do it. We gonna do it.
I mean, we just vibing and already an inspiration.
I mean, honestly, but they don't want to talk about that.
That is true.
We inspire so much and yet get no credit, but that's another conversation.
Mm.
As a certain kindred once said, somebody got to do it. Exactly.
Not a
Exactly.
certain
Me.
Oh my
kindred.
god. Speaking of, so you know how Siri is like the first belly dancing VTuber?
Yes.
Why did somebody come out with an asset like the other day that was of a, I shit you not, it's a Egyptian temple priestess, very generic outfit, got her hands
Uh-huh.
pressed together like it's freaking, do you remember the time, the Michael Jackson music video with the hip swinging back and forth? Somebody's already made her thing into a fucking asset. And I think that's so funny.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised it didn't happen sooner, honestly. Like, she went out this long without
It's
somebody
rigged. It's a
doing
live
something.
DT and it's rigged.
It's
You know what?
amazing.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll up on my bookmarks right now. Just pull it out. I don't remember if I bookmarked it or not, but I know I was looking at assets last night.
I'm not
Oh.
I'm surprised that no one has made that, because you know when like the walking animation for the 2D started, everybody started doing that. I'm surprised that no one
That
has
lean in.
tried to do, and the lean in as well, and the lean in. So I'm surprised that other VTubers have not tried to do the belly dancing rig for their models. I'm not surprised.
Well, nobody's thinking about using their hips. They're
Mm,
usually just thinking about exposing skin and like shaking booba.
that is very true. Also, Siri being her ethnicity and where nope, not you, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot, my phone is right next to me, not you. But yeah, where she's from originally, that makes sense with her as who she is, so that being a part of her. Anybody else that would be doing it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, we can say it. Her culture was commodified.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Kings. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, so is there anything else y'all want to talk about when it comes to y'all content and the games y'all play? And is there any future events that you guys want to do or anything like that?
Let's see. I wouldn't say future of. I wouldn't say it's gonna be a big event for everybody.
Mhm.
Big event for me. The Switch 2 is dropping. I had finally.
Oh, I'm gonna see a lot of streams. Trust me, it's gonna be a lot of streams.
I'm so excited.
Mhm.
I'm a big old Nintendo fan. I know, shame on me. This is why Nintendo gets away with it, is because of me. I'm giving them our money. I know, shame on me. That's the reason why they're fucking us over. It's because of me. But yes, I will be, hopefully, if I can get stuff right, maybe doing an unboxing of the Switch 2. It's gonna be halfway unboxed because I'm gonna transfer all my data and stuff in there, but I'm gonna put it back in the box. Like it's an unboxing. And I'm debating, do I want to do face cam this time? Because like, I don't know if you guys know, if you want to see my face, just go see the BRB parts of the stream. There's a couple of classic clips on there that show my face. I don't mind. I look great.
He also has an emote. He has an emote of a time when he fell
my
asleep.
face. Yep.
Okay.
Sleeping. So debate if I want to do face cam or not. But if not, I'm gonna be doing a live opening of the Switch 2, showing it off, like the Joy-Cons and stuff, and then hopefully we'll play some Mario Kart. So that is it event-wise that I'm doing. That's coming up.
I look forward to it.
I am too. I can't wait to see him talk about how amazing the Switch 2 is. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're a day one frame one guy. Okay, we understand.
I'm keeping my Switch 1 because the only thing I do is Pokemon and Animal Crossing. So there's no reason for me to get a Switch 2. There's no reason for me.
It's coming. Just soon come. Yes, keep your Switch 1.
They are not going to get anybody from the cozy areas until Animal Crossing drops. That's the only way they're getting the cozy community.
Absolutely.
It is the only way.
Oh, I lied. There is actually just one more thing. I think that week is Summer Games Fest, I believe. I like to live re-up.
Wait, which one?
Summer Games Fest. It's that thing with Jeff Keighley that happens every year. It's kind of like the E3, replacing E3.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
that weekend, I react to that.
Mhm.
I wake up early enough, the cozy one, anything that's around that week,
Yeah.
I'm gonna live react to it. So that will
Will
also
you
be
say-
happening.
I guess. Are you showing skin for this?
No, probably not. Probably not. Just the Switch 2 part.
Okay. I posted that link in the group chat of what I was
I
talking
did
about.
not see it, and the way that animation is so half-assed.
Well, you know, Siri puts her full ass into it and they try to freaking ban her. So I understand. I just don't like how
But it's
I don't like the paleness of the whole thing. Like, I understand that I'm probably supposed to be a
it's so
but, like, what
stiff.
the hell?
It's so stiff though.
She ain't got nothing to work with. It's gonna be
No, nothing.
stiff.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I make that move when I'm trying to pop my hip. I won't lie, but that's about it. You don't. There's no music playing in the background.
Tomodachi Life?
Yeah, Tomodachi Life. Can't wait for that. They announced a new one coming to the Switch. It's kind of like with your Mii's, that they're going around just like speaking with each other. It's a lot of crazy humor. I would say Japanese humor. It's a lot of Japanese humor in there. So a lot of the jokes will kind of fly over our heads.
Right.
But it's just funny seeing the Mii's like interact with each other within weird ways. I don't know if you ever seen. Have you ever seen Miitopia? No. Okay, that's like a RPG game with like your Mii's on your Switch. So like, if I wanted to make like you a part of the party, you would be like the mage, and you would just come along with us as we try to save the world or whatever. You get stolen though, but I have the main character has to come and save you.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of clips of it. And my favorite one is, there's two of them that I like. There's one with Nami in it where she's talking to someone and they are basically indirectly talking about somebody, and it looks like it's good news, but it's actually bad because the two Mii's eyes well up in the end. And the other one is like, all right, everybody, it's time to do a line. I guess it's some kind of frenzy power up. I have no clue. I've never played.
Yeah, I was like, it's time to do a line. It's very weird. I'm throwing salt
Oh
on them, but
my
it powers them
God.
up, and I'm just like,
You're
it's time to
throwing
do a
salt?
line.
And you're throwing salt. Oh my God.
That innuendo. Wow. We know what that really is.
I'm surprised you didn't mention the one, and you didn't mention the one there where it's like, the enemy is a turkey, but it's shaking its butt, and it's called a twerky. The twerky. I said, I hate that.
Oh my God.
And then you said someone clipped that, so I was like, he must like it enough.
I was like, yo, someone clip that. Like, that looks insane. Its eyes are on its ass.
That is
it's a good
wild.
game, though. It's a good game. I like it.
Okay.
Hilarious. Yeah, that is the content I have coming up. So we can go to Zah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, don't mind my extra words in there because I still just woke it up. I want to debut, but I have like I mentioned earlier that I kind of want to go blonde and like be able to mess around with my color palette and stuff like that, and that calls for a lot of steps. Basically, the things that are like coming up for me is that, as I mentioned before, I'm an immersive streamer. I got all these little doohickeys that I'm working on. I just finished one with Sharky yesterday. It is the power level command. You can come into my stream, do !power. You will literally see the UI of the Dragon Ball Z Vegeta Scouter. You'll see it pop up at the top of the screen with your picture, and my friend Sharky even found a custom font of the language. And so you can get a power reading right now between 0 and 1000. If you get one, it has the actual Scouter sound too. So when you hit the ceiling, which is currently 1000, the Scouter will break. And then, we'll cheer and stuff about it. And then it will move the power ceiling up to like, it'll go from 1000 to 10,000 to 100,000. And it goes up 7 tiers up to 1 billion. And well, yesterday that was pretty much my stream. I was just literally having my avatar emote while people were just running that command all stream long.
Nice.
And so I'm gonna have more like that. One thing that we're going to do is we're going to have the Uwu command be a boss fight with that gummy bear from Robot Chicken.
Oh, I
God, I
remember
hope that
that.
doesn't date me. Yeah. I'm gonna learn
No.
Blender just to
Robot
make
tension.
gummy bear.
Robot Chicken dates us, trust me.
I was like, man, Royal Chicken, I haven't heard that show in a minute.
That we dated. We dated.
Yeah. I just know that as a parent, I hate that character Poppy from Trolls.
Oh.
You understand. You understand. So the bear's name is going to be, what did we say? Ms. Because clearly she's not married. Ms. Sugar Poppy Cuddlesworth. And I'm gonna
What?
make her pink and stuff, and I'm going to basically create the two the bear trap scene and the bear trap death scene because I think that's funny, and I really do hate that troll Poppy. So I need something as a
Oh
proper
my
outlet. You don't
gosh.
understand. My daughter loves trolls. She's got
Uh-huh.
all the freaking toys. She
Right.
has all the movies. I've seen everything. I didn't want to see everything. I don't like kids movies. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more stuff like that. I have 1,000,000,001 commands, and I'm going to work each and every one towards a unique experience. And in some cases, they will be pared down to something more, something easily shareable. And I'm thinking about throwing it into a Vegan shop. So like once I'm done messing around with my power level command, I'm going to get all the pieces for it, and I'm going to actually give that away on Vegan. And then when I have other stuff that I like that I've tinkered around with and I think it's good enough, I'm going to do the same thing too. I really like the idea of creating interactive assets for VTubers or just Twitch streamers, period. I love the
Right.
live experience. So like that and like debuting stuff. I like to roll things out in like bits and pieces because I can't plan a whole thing. I can't do that for me, not yet. Not unless I'm doing a really big design change. So it's like, oh, we have a new command debut, or we have a new panel debut, or we're debuting new emotes. I like doing it in bits and pieces. So
Right.
there's always like something new happening that people can come back to see.
Like, what was I do today? What's new?
Yeah,
People
that's
come
pretty
to
much
the
what it is.
people come to
Yeah.
the stream, look around, be like, okay, so what changed? No, but I love it because it makes your channels like stay fresh and keeps people interested. So I love that.
Yeah. I think the next thing that we're going to work on, because the gummy bear one, I have to learn Blender for. But the next one I believe we're doing is iCast, because with the power command, I did it through a new program. It's called Sammy. And with the way that you do commands on there, if you put an asterisk at the end of it in the settings, you can, as long as you have that root command, you can add anything else after it. So instead of it being power, it's been like a Powerball something, or power of Kano had said last night, Kano of White Woman Za, and then we would see how strong the spell is.
Okay.
And that was like a way that we were role playing with the power command, which is originally just supposed to be a Dragon Ball Z power scaling thing. Like I like to make commands to do improv. Like we have a PP command that goes up a certain amount of inches, and if anyone's over like 12 inches, I always say, geez, you don't have to use your PP to open the door to the stream. How are you doing today?
That is so funny. See, I love things like that. I love quirky things like that because it keeps the stream very entertaining. Maybe when you're like doing something where you're just chatting or something on stream that's not really that entertaining, at least you have things on your stream where people can still mess around with. I love that. I'm always, every time I go to someone's stream, the first thing I check is the channel points redeems just to see what's on there so I can play with it. I I get distracted very easily when I'm on somebody's stream.
You know, that is the goal, to keep you on there as long as possible. So, like, and y'all out there who want to be VTubers, or you're trying to figure out how to like step up your game and going to the next level, always try to make your streams immersive. If
Mhm.
you hang out in people who are like 50 CCV and up, I guarantee you the one thing they all have in common is that there's a set of commands that you can use that are just stuff to do or stuff based on the stream culture. You gotta
Yeah.
have enough stuff there to have your community build their own culture. That's how you get them to stay.
Yeah, I have to refresh some of my commands and redeems, especially for like PNG, because we know that some of these games be so graphically heavy. I cannot use my 3D model at all, so I have to look into some redeems for my PNG, other than like switching my look from time to time, so that people can also do like some fun things as well. Speaking of which, you are a VTuber manager, and I would like for you to go in more in detail, because even though it's still something that you do, that is something that you it's not really content, but it's something that it's services that you do provide for other people.
Okay. Yes, that is true. I'm currently the manager of everyone who's currently sitting at this table. But so first and foremost, I just like helping people. Like, that's my thing. I really do like helping people. And I'm an ideas person, but I'm also someone that has pattern recognition. Like, a lot of my skill points are in pattern recognition. So I know how to go into a situation, observe, break it down to its basic building blocks, and then use those building blocks to make something unique out of it. And I like trying to convey that to other people, because especially here when it comes to entertainment, I live in California, so we have this type of hustle mentality to where you kind of always have to put on airs in some way or respect, and when you're in your normal life, you're just normal. So, like, they say a lot of people in California is fake. It's just part of the culture. um
Mm.
I like helping people be able to present themselves in the best way that they can. My hyper focus is influencer culture, and like how you present yourself online. It's kind of like you're a doll in a big doll house. It's just your social media account. You have to present yourself a certain way. You have to use the right words. You have to have like the right look. Being a VTuber, you can do a lot more with it, even though a lot of us have the hurdle of not being artists. So I just like being able to go out there, seeing what can be done with what you have right now, and giving that to people. And it's easier for me to work with if I know that person very well. So I feel like I fit naturally as a VTuber manager, because you could come to me about anything and I can just go and do the research, give you all the results, give you an idea of what you can do to accomplish your goal, and let it be that. But I also care about the person behind the pixels, because if that person is not okay, the person on the screen's not going to be okay. I don't know
Right.
if this makes sense, but this is like my mentality for things. Like, in order to be your best here, you have to make sure that your roots are good. So my thing is always focusing on the roots. I want to take away as many steps from the process of you completing your goal. Because,
Mhm.
like, for example, you have a stream and you're playing a game that you didn't realize you have to have your PNG for, right? If you've never had that experience before, that's a very crazy ass experience, because you don't know why nothing is working, and then you feel betrayed by like VTube Studio in the end. I like to be able to help prevent that from saying, hey, you're playing a game, I've already looked into it, this is a very heavily intensive game, switch to your PNG beforehand. I like doing that kind of thing.
Mhm.
It varies with different people, because I am neurospicy. Most of the people that I manage consider themselves some way or form neurospicy. So you can't do like a prepackaged deal with everyone. Everyone has unique needs and goals and dreams and motivations. And I have to care about that in order to get their end game going the way that they want. And in Corpo, that is not a thing. It's like, what can you do for us? Why are you not doing this for us? You're not doing this for us enough. And, stuff like that. And we don't want to pay you any more for you to be able to do it, even though that's clearly what you need. I may not be able to like fully help produce with money and stuff, but I do the best I can.
And well, first of all, around Christmas time, the look and feel of my stream is because of Zaza management skills, because she came up with the idea of, since it's Christmas, make it seem as if people are coming in and enjoying the holiday, getting comfy, cozy, experiencing different things that you are doing in a game, different redeems and everything like that. If it wasn't not for Za, I would not have thought of that myself. So like having a manager, having somebody to bounce ideas off of can help you a lot when it comes to your own content. So with that being said, Za, is your services available? Like, can anyone come and you can offer your services to them?
I can hear Static's head right now.
You'll hear why after her answer.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
As of right now, I manage. Well, Nami is currently on an indefinite hiatus, so I manage about 5 to 6 people. And there's also a couple of people who are kind of in limbo as we were going through the process of figuring out what they wanted to do, and then life happened. So I am not supposed to take on more clients without monetary compensation. And the thing is that the way that I am making the balance with that is that if you're a part of the Melanin Mafia, you're basically kind of getting me as a VTuber manager, not as someone who's going to be like right there with you combing over your personal content, but like a lot of the stuff that I provide to my talents, I provide to the members of the Melanin Mafia. And if you're in there, and if you've been in there recently, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that sometimes I can be a hard ass when it comes to moderating, but I like to make sure that if you're trying to do something, I can give you as much information as possible. So opportunities, VTuber resources, I'm in there. I'm dropping stuff off. I'm throwing up an idea or two, or basically when someone has an issue, I usually try to change the person's mindset about something instead of saying, hey, you need to do this. It's like, you should probably approach this problem in this way. But I am willing to take on clients if they're willing to pay me. Right now, I kind of work with a bit of a bartering system because I understand how it is. And we're not signing any actual paperwork here, folks. Like, really, I'm just a really, really good friend that's just helping out in the best way that I can. And that's why you don't see me with like a professional website or anything like that. Because I'm like, if you think of it like in Hollywood terms, I'm an industry person, and you have to know somebody in order to get to me. Like, I need to know who you are first before I can even consider.
Or, understandable, especially in the VTuber space.
Yeah, especially in the VTuber space. But yes, Static, would you like to
chime in on that?
Okay. All right. So yes, it is true what Za said. She also does manage me to a degree, but on the same time, I also manage her. And here's how I will explain.
Yes, he does.
Za, her very nice, sweet soul, when she's managing people, she will literally a lot of people don't know. I know Za like behind the scenes. Like I care about Za behind the scenes. She will literally stop everything she's doing and make sure all of you guys who she's managing for is straight, which I love. I love that about her. But there are days where it might be done. It's good. She'll make me look over. I'm like, I think she'll like that. You know, I think it'll be okay. It's to the point where if the hyper focus gets too crazy and be like, yo, let's relax. What about your stuff? What have you took a day off? Have you ate today? And the majority of the time is no. So majority of the time is no. I'm
Okay,
like,
for the record, I don't eat during daylight hours, so yeah.
no, but like you'd be like, no, I haven't ate, or like, hey, like above all else, you are a parent. That takes priority before anything.
Right. You
Like,
and your
so
family first above anyone
I'm like-
else.
I'm like, this stream stuff can go away.
Mhm.
It's okay. They can understand you are a parent first.
Right.
So, yes, yeah, that's why I was like, the bartering system is kind of her thing. I don't really mind if she like takes on a ton of people. It's just all the deficit of her well-being, because sometimes she doesn't have time to work on her stuff. Sometimes she doesn't have time to stream. Sometimes she doesn't have time to sit and hang with her friends. So,
Right.
So you know,
Getting
or
pulled in
just
all types of
lay.
directions.
or just lay. So
Right.
that is why she mentioned. I'm like, I'm screaming in my head. I'm like, yo. Relax.
We love a
I
supportive
care.
friend.
I care. And also, you know, especially with Nami. Nami is the Oshi, and there's a lot of stuff that I've seen to where even before I was a VTuber manager, like I was a mod, and then even before that, I was just like a very like concerned viewer. And you know, that's what really pulled me into VTubing, because I really wanted to support her, and then it ended up having me support other people as well. Like I was already managing Static from the get-go, but yeah.
So you're saying that that's what inspired you into VTubing, was to help others.
To be a manager, yes.
Okay.
VTubing is a different thing, but yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so if you guys are done talking about your content and the games that you play, we're gonna start talking about the people that follow you, the people that support you, your communities. Introduce us to your communities. We'd love to know the name, what you guys do in your community, share any events or initiatives.
Oh man, okay. The battery pack. Oh man, the battery pack. Okay.
I love that name, first of all. The battery pack, I love it.
The battery pack. So like I said, I've been streaming for a long time, so a lot of my community, as I like to coin the term, are from flesh streamers and VTubers. So I have a conjoined community a little bit. So a lot of the time, the flesh streamers don't understand like the VTuber stuff. I kind of try to, you know, baby a little bit of my VTuber viewers, because you know the flesh viewers, you know, they could be a little aggressive. Like, hey, you know, just knock it off, go along with it. You know, we're all friends here. Try to maintain a good barrier, but they're pretty well behaved. I have one viewer, Crazy. He comes in there. Although I'm older than him, I'm not as old, so he'll call me old man. He'll just come in here and give me and Za a nickname every day. It's pretty impressive how often he can do the nickname. It's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. And then he'll slap I have this channel point called Story Time, and sometimes it's like, for me, it's a story from like my actual real life. Like, all right, tell me a story from your real life. And sometimes it's hard because like majority of them have exhausted all my stories, or they'll want me to retell a story. I'm like, you want me to retell it again? It's not all of them. I'm not giving all the stuff. Some of them you're gonna have to pay. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff you're gonna have to pay for that. That's coming with me to the grave. But but
that's the juicy stories right there.
You know, that's the juicy stuff right there. For it. But you know, you can throw stuff at me whenever I get that fixed. Throw stuff in my PNG. You can change my PNG. Maybe when I do the face cam again, I used to have these glasses that
Mhm.
I used to have. You know I don't know if you're familiar with the rapper Quavo. And I don't know what you call those glasses that he used to have, but he would like flip them up or whatever like that, and they would just like be like without the lens. I used to have them. I used to call them the Quavo glasses. Redeem, and they'll be like, put on the Quavo glasses, and I'm like, all right, let me put them on. I wish I had like a like a PNG asset of that. I would use that, but I would put
All
them
right, I'm
on, rock
taking
them for like
notes.
5 minutes, and rock those. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my community, and pretty much my community is pretty much intertwined with Zaz, which is the Revelry, and I will segue into her.
Nice segue, by the way. Nice segue.
So, um, my community is the Revelry, and it has these two ends, which is Say So and Lewd, or like Degen. We have a few people that are lewd, but it's basically that spectrum. But the thing is that everybody is either on one end or the other. It's
I like to say
it's
that I'm
very
more
rare
middle.
that they're in between unless they're first coming in and just saying hello and doing the
Uh-huh.
usual greetings. Um, as I said at the very beginning of this podcast, that I have to tell people that I am a lewd tuber and like a Degen tuber so that they understand what they come into, because our conversations can be wild and we'll say them in the most chill way. Um, what can I mention that would be okay to say here?
Okay, so my stream
That isn't
is
too
18
jarring.
plus. My
That
stream
doesn't
is.
mean
Oh
anything.
my
That means
god.
nothing. We are in
Okay.
a say so environment here from the way this looks.
As long as it is me TOS, we are good.
That means
Listen.
nothing.
She's
Oh.
totally lying then.
This is wild.
um.
Right.
a very
How
good
18 plus we
example-
talking?
Okay. There was one time, so I just say stuff randomly because I like to yap. I learned how to yap on Twitch. So we were talking about the annoyances of AI when looking at
Mhm.
stuff, and then I basically started talking about how I take care of myself, and the way that I rolled into it, ironically, I was talking about my deep set arachnophobia, but because I mentioned about masturbating, what I do, where I go and look at stuff, everybody was like, "Huh?" And then we just kind of rolled with it.
Honestly, I
Static
love
knows what I'm
those
talking
random.
about.
Mhm.
I love those random, not steered conversations. I can't even lie. Like people chime in, and you're thinking for 1 second, now where did that come from? And then the conversation just keeps going. And then at the end of the conversation, yeah, and then at the end of the conversation, you could be like, "How did we get here?"
Yeah, it really is a how do we get here. I know that was it yesterday? No, it was Friday. Friday, I ended up going on a 20-minute ramble about the concept of how they could remake Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory into like a horror game.
Ooh, I can see
And-
that.
Yeah. My concept was that basically it has to be like a bloodline thing. And so, long story short, my ramble included cannibalism, possession, finally figuring out where the fuck the Oompa Loompas came from and actually addressing that. And like I created this whole thing that would like give Poppy's playtime a run for its money. And I was just like, oh yeah, I just kind of went on a tangent there. But like, I don't like horror. I do not like horror, but my husband does. So it's like in the background all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I always talk about my daughter Sindel and how she just randomly screams like a white woman?
Yes.
That's why, because my husband is watching classic fucking Friday the 13th, and there's a teenager
She's
running
doing it
around with
now.
top
Like she's
off.
literally doing the content now. Like
Oh my god, this is so
this is
funny.
it.
Sorry.
She's doing it
This
right
is
now.
this is just how it is in the revelry.
Yeah.
It's look at your chat. Look at how they're reacting. This is what's going on. It's either that, and then if Safi is up, because Safi is the most say-so person in my community.
Uh-huh.
Like she's called the spirit animal because she's the most say-so person. But if you see her in VR chat, you would not think that. So usually she's the one that helps tempers us. But like, yeah, either people are just going into it and they're just listening
Right.
to the ramble and like egging me on, or they're just like, huh, Za, where are we? What's going on?
Oh, I would like to once again remind everybody that Charged Up Static and Radio Zaza's name is in the channel title. So please click their links and give them a follow if you guys want to see what they're talking about when they go live with their communities.
Yeah, like I said before, my content is VR chat, playing with friends and teasing people, and yapping. So it's a ride. It's just a wild ride.
And Zara loves when it comes to VR chat, Zara loves meeting other people. So like you'll meet her in VR chat and next thing you know you're going through a whole journey of different worlds doing different things. So it's like a real fun every time you want to come and meet up with Zara. Just know you're going to go on a wild ride with the Avies and a conversation in the world. Just know that. Just be prepared. But it's never a dull
you might want to
moment.
pack a snack and a drink.
It's never a dull moment.
I'll need to know your next of kin in case something happens.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So like when it comes to y'all communities, is there anything special y'all do with your communities? Like do y'all have like special events? Do y'all have like meetups? What do you guys do?
I haven't really had a chance to get back to the swing of it yet, but we used to have movie nights at least once a month. Za would help me. I would pick out 6 movies, and Za would make a poll, and I would always leave it to the community to pick. I'm like, all right, y'all, it's gonna be an anime movie night. We're choosing these 5. We're choosing these 6. Yes, One Piece is there because that's just me. But pick which one. Pick which one we watching, and then I'm gonna let it go from there. And then whichever one wins, depending on the streaming service I have, because I try to do it official. That's what we're watching. I give up one of my stream days, which is usually Wednesday, and we stream it. We watch it from there in the Discord, and then afterwards, if you want to chill and hang out and chat, that is the time. It's the time. So that is the thing I'm trying to get in the swing of things of. Probably gonna be a minute before I get to do that because I am trying to move soon as well. So maybe a minute. Also, I kind of want to do game nights. So I'm trying to see what games people have. Jackbox is pretty popular. Maybe Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the original Switch. I just have to point out and see. Among Us, I'm down to play Among Us again. I don't know about everybody else. I'm down to play Among Us again. Heck, even VR chat. I'm down to play VR chat as well.
I've
feel out what everyone is.
I've been really into Repo lately.
I don't have Repo yet, but I've been seeing a lot of people play that.
Repo has been so much fun.
It looks fun.
I'm gonna have to dab into it. But I'm pretty much down for anything that looks interesting. I'll try anything once. But that is usually the stuff that's usually happening in the battery pack. If it's like a huge thing that I'm planning, I'll usually let Twitter or everybody know. But no major events coming up besides the Switch 2 thing coming up. So.
And you are doing the Cozy Direct, right?
and the Summer Games Fest streams. Yes. Those two. Forgot about
There's always stuff going on, folks. It just pops up and we're there.
that. I'm like, oh. No, that's a lie. I forgot I'm a Nintendo guy. That's right. Any Nintendo Direct that happens, I go dark. I don't want to hear nothing, and I usually live react. To either
Afterward.
disappoint. Yeah, afterward. That's why I go dark. I
Uh-huh.
don't want to know nothing. I'll post everywhere to let everybody else know. I'm like, don't tell me nothing until I see it. I'll go zero dark. I'll jump on. I'll react. It's either I'm either gonna be sad or I'm gonna be hyped. Majority of the time, it's in the middle.
That is
I'm like-
true.
Oh
It's
my
been
God.
so mid. Oh my god.
I'm like, man, I was hyping myself up.
Oh,
And
no.
they just don't. They're just gonna make money regardless, but they can make more money if they did this.
There's some
Just
diehard
release
nuts.
the game.
There's some-
Word, just release the game.
There's
Oh,
some
man.
die-hard Nintendo fans out there. They don't care.
I think Static's best reaction clip is when he found out that they remastered Super Mario RPG.
Oh man, that was so good. Great game, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one time that you were streaming like with your live 2D model and your face.
Oh yeah,
And,
I did a double face cam thing. That was tearing up my computer, by the way.
Oh.
I was tearing my PC up at the time. We're going through it. I was excited though. I was excited.
Oh my
I was like, no, we're
gosh.
gonna try this.
Yeah, I got spoiled ahead of time, but I knew that he was going to react, so I made sure to be there just to clip that one moment. That and Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, that one too. Way back before VTubing, there was a direct. You might catch it every now. You may catch it, or it might be deleted. I hope not. I hope it's not deleted. Someone's probably got it. Where Smash Brothers Ultimate got announced. I was still face camming at this time, and I was so excited that they announced a new one because it came out of nowhere. I don't know what I had. I had water. I had a Monster Energy drink. I poured it all over myself. I was wilding. I was wilding. I was like, this is new Smash Brothers. Oh my god! It was crazy. It was
Oh
crazy.
my
I gotta find that
God.
clip. Oh my goodness. Yeah, one of the craziest clips I had.
What is going on with my subtitles? Why am I
Yeah.
talking about AutoZone? I am not endorsing shit today. What is going on?
Listen, I don't know what Pixel Chat
I
be
saw
hearing.
that. I was like, what's the capital of Mississippi? And I'm
I
like, I'm
saw that
embarrassed.
too.
Like, why is that there?
I
I
saw
don't
that
read
too,
geography.
and I was just like, maybe that's just the Pixel Chat thing, because I didn't say none of those words.
I
did
saw
not-
that and I was like, why did Pixel Chat say that? Hey, listen, okay? Are we streamers if there's no scuffing when it comes to streaming?
Yeah,
There's
but
gotta be scuff
I'm letting y'all
somewhere.
know that the algorithm personally hates me. Whoever is monitoring my data personally hates me for what I be experiencing. So I'm just not surprised at all that this is happening. I'm not.
Hi, Grandma Ken. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome to the comfy couch. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay, so the communities. All right, so is there anything else you guys can think about yourselves, your lore, your designs, the artists, anything that you guys would like to bring up to talk about yourselves?
All right, ladies first, though.
The one time I wanted I don't think I answered the question about what I do with my community. I don't think I
Mhm.
answered that. Because we
Yeah,
kind of went
nah.
off about stuff. But
Constant
So-
tangent, yes.
yes. In my community, DJ night is actually the community night. Like when we have like regulars that come out, they come out to VR chat. And we actually go and, I wish y'all away to an adventure and stuff like that. As you said so poetically earlier. I don't know, I'm just when I like something that's new, I just go and I do as much research into it as much as I can. And with all of my experience with role play,
Mhm.
VTubing is very natural for me when I finally got the hang of it. And I don't know, I feel like it's something everyone should do because if you really think about how the medium can be worked, we are all VTubers in some way, shape, or form, whether we actually make content or not, because we do not use our current lives, IRL selves, as a representation of ourselves online. We're using pictures of us from 10 years ago. We're using, anime characters. We're using, our Oshis and the people who we simp over. And then, if we really want to be creative, we'll actually be VTubers. And I feel like it doesn't matter how you want to do content. You should at least have a virtual version of yourself. Like you can sit there and just take actual pictures of yourself as a flesh streamer and have it rigged to where you're on stream, but you're not on stream. Like that's a thing that can happen. And what am I trying to say here?
Mhm.
I'm trying to say that it's really stupid that the division that people act like we have online when it's like, oh, if you don't have a live 2D model, you're not a real VTuber. When we have video games that force us to be PNG tubers. Like it's a weird mindset, right?
Mhm.
I just feel
There's
like if we
PNG
could get
tubers and 2D and 3D and what is it, Toon tubers? So a whole bunch of different
There's so
subsects
many,
of YouTubing.
yes.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's just we're all doing the same thing. We're just doing it just a little bit differently. We're taking a step to the left, step to the right. Maybe we stick our foot in and take it back out and do the hokey pokey, but like we we're still VTubers. Like even if I, adjust my look tomorrow, I'm still doing the same thing. It's still me. It's me. There's a stop motion VTuber. Yes, there's a clown claymation stop motion VTuber. I watched that documentary. I like him. He's cool. It's just so fun to see what people can do. I just wish
Nice.
that, yeah, I just wish that we could all understand that and just move on to actually make sense. Like I'm tired of us yeah, we have gossip and stuff like that. That's fine. We can have that. That's why we have gossip sections and papers. I still want to see stuff made. I want to see what everyone's doing.
I love looking on socials and seeing somebody design or like a change or like a direction they're trying to go with when it comes to their content. I love seeing people bringing their ideas to life. Like y'all need to
Yeah.
keep making content, keep pushing where direction y'all going with, and keep posting in the social media because you might not think that
Yeah.
nobody would like to see those type of posts, but there's a lot of people that love to see those type of posts.
Yeah. Your biggest fans will also be the quietest ones.
That is very true.
Mhm.
We love the lurkers. Some people got
Ooh.
partners off of Twitch because of lurkers. Don't discourage.
Yeah.
Don't don't count those people out.
Yeah. And I also want to say, in general, just as someone who's been watching the business of this for so long, because I think it's going to be 3 years for me next month. You do not have to live stream to be a VTuber. It's just that live streaming is really good for filming because it saves you a step. You don't have to worry about, figuring out what to do and then recording it and then going live. You can just do all the stuff live, gain a community that way, and just repurpose the footage. Don't think you have to do like everybody else is doing because in the end, no matter how wonderful our corpo Twitch is, because we're all under a corpo, in order to really get up there to the top, you need to have a foothold elsewhere. Like if you're chasing the purple check mark, you got to make sure you have you have to exist other places. So that's
Right.
why That's why in the beginning it's kind of important to be a V-tweeter because you're learning about how people interact online and also learn what pitfalls to avoid. God, I hope you are. Doesn't seem like it sometimes for people, but like there is a lot of us. But like, what is it? Sad. And if you make a video and people know that you're a VTuber and you're making a VTuber video, it will be watched. If you get it out there, it will be watched. Especially if it's like a essay think piece, because people are more used to VTubers being on YouTube just like in 3 different positions on the screen. Maybe you'll see one expression or two, but we're all used to seeing that first because a lot of us in this community are neurospicing and we like to stem off of documentaries in the background. We're able to vibe like that.
Yeah, thanks to Za, I was able to push my content to being that of somebody can lurk in the background and enjoy what they're doing as I'm in the background, as in like background noise. And then if they're interested in the game that I'm playing with, if something that they can watch from time to time when they're doing something. So that's more of my direction of my content. So when people come into my streams and they see like a not so active chat, that's because people they're there. They're just not active in chat. If y'all guys are not active in chat, completely fine. Y'all don't have to talk in chat. It is a-okay to just vibe in a stream. Don't let people force you to talk in chat. If they try to force you to say something and get their chat active, that's not something I agree with.
Yeah, it has to be consensual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're supposed to entice you. They're supposed to invite you. They got to give you a reason to want it. You have to want it yourself. Because if you don't, all you're going to remember about that person is how they tried to get you to do something you didn't want to do.
Right.
And we all know what happens with that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So Static,
You all
is
right,
there...
Static?
Yeah. Static has been vibing. Static has been
Good,
sitting here
good.
just vibing.
I don't want to interrupt because like if you get me going, I'm gonna get to going. I'm gonna get to going. I'm vibing right now.
I will say that you're gonna be up talking next, but I will say that if anybody would like to ask a question for our guests up here today, you can say it in chat, and I will bring your questions up to be answered. So go ahead, Static, your turn.
Okay. And what was the question I'm answering?
Since we went over everything, is there anything else you want about yourself, the community, your content that you want to be more in detail or explain, or you want our audience to know about you?
Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Well, I think a lot of you are getting to know me for the first time. I will say, like I said, I'm trying to know a majority of you from the Melanin Mafia, which is ran by the host here. Fit the cosplay. I am now one of the newer underbosses, so I know you guys kind of see me around. It may not seem like I'm active, but I am. I have the luxury of working from home, so I do see you guys. So if I do see
he's
something
in the
that probably needs
shadows
to be tap, I'll probably delete it or probably let one of the higher underbosses know. So behave. I'm always watching.
He relieves me from duty when I'm about to go to sleep.
Behave. But yeah, I'm usually in there try to get to learn a bit of the personalities in the Melanin Mafia. A lot of you guys are there's a lot of different personalities in there if you sit in the VC. And I love that. There's a lot of you have very loud personalities, and it needs to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
What else? But yes, I'm an underboss in there. If you do have any questions you want to ask, be sure to ask me. I'm willing to help, and I'll try to lead you to the right direction. What else? As for me, I say I'm very easy to reach. I always say, you know how to find me. And if you're my friend, either you know how to find me. Either you literally have my direct number. There's a few people that do. Discord, I may not respond, but I will see it. or just DM me on various social medias. But
He's
Discord
going on
and
vacation next week.
yeah, DMs and Discord is probably the best way to reach me. And for the small few that have my actual number, I'm very easy to reach. I'm not hard. I may not respond in quick in time, but I guarantee I seen it. So like I said, if you need help, if you have asked any questions, you know, if I don't have you added, please add. I block a lot of spam people. I block a lot of people. If you're not in a mutual server, I'm quick to block you. So do that. What else? What else, man? What else?
You want to talk?
I'm always in Zostream, but I'm not in Zostream because my little PNG is on top of her head. So
yeah, it is. Just gnawing on her. Yes.
Yes. I'm always in Zostream. Maybe and maybe not. I think there is a question.
All right, so Kings says, when it comes to lore videos, is simple better?
I'll answer that. For lore videos, I mean, for me, I would say simple's better. For me, I mean, it's always nice to have it extravagant and, you know, bombastic, and, you know, it looks like one of the greatest producers produced your lore video. But I mean, you know, all that costs money if you don't know how to do that yourself.
That's very true.
Money, all that costs money if you don't know how to do that yourself. And sometimes simple is better. If you think you can explain it better simply with a PowerPoint, that's okay. Or just speaking with it. I'm always with whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with. Like, I've gotten to the point, like, if I get a live 2D model, I might do like a little bit of the lore video setup and just come in like, boom, hey, I'm moving now. You know, that's what I did when I became a VTuber. So I'm moving, I'm animated. But you know, there might be a little like fanfare, but it's really dependent on you. It's dependent on how you feel. So that's how I am about it.
If I could provide a more technical aspect to this, so Kings is also saying, because I've thought of making analog horror-esque PSAs for my lore videos. Now, the question of simplicity is really just about how many moving parts you're going to have in your video. Because you can tell the same story, but it can come out very differently depending on how much detail you put into it. If you're trying to do, since you're talking specifically about analog horror PSAs, those are videos that should only be 2-3 minutes long, which is kind of a lot for VTubing, isn't it? So that's probably what, like a minute or so. Oh, might be like found footage or something. I think that if you want to do simple, doing it as a storyboard style would probably be better, because you can still convey the idea, but you don't have to like animate every single thing. I think that's a lot of VTubers hang up. It's like what level of animation there is. But if you take a look at the corpo side of lore videos, you can tell that a lot of it is just like it's just images. It's just images. Maybe they'll move, some stuff will slightly shift, something that an editor can do simply for a decent price. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's actually perfect then. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. My brain has hopscotched back from 10 to 1. So. But yeah, when it comes overall to lore videos, it's always about what you're trying to do. What exactly are you trying to convey? If you're trying to convey your entire lore, that's a little bit much. It's because we're still in our stories. That's something that you have to understand, or you have to figure it out when you're trying to convey your lore. You have to figure out what your story is, and when people come into your stream, you need to determine what part of your story you are currently in when people interact with you. Some people are at the end of their stories. They're already OP. They did all the training. They've had all the experience, and now they're just kind of chilling. And, you know, that's okay. Some people are at the beginning of their journey's training, And when you come in, they might be having some downtime between training sections, or maybe they're in like a struggle part of their story. So, they're just trying to play video games to distract themselves. It's really how you play at it. And also, you can also have more than one lore video, especially if you make it simple. Since you're talking about doing a series of PSAs, you can easily have a story go through all of them. You can have like a part 1, a part 2, and they can be months apart and people will wait for them. Especially if you're putting in the effort for it, and you're bringing your community along for the ride either as you make it or as you're getting updates. A very good example of this, of course, is Iron Mouse. Because sometimes Iron Mouse will just have something done and she'll just drop it in the middle of her stream with a casual conversation going on. She's like, oh yeah, this happened. You should think in the mentality of that. Because sometimes you don't always have to like build up the community for it. It can just be a surprise, and then people were like, damn, I missed that. I need to come to the stream more often in case something else drops. Is this making sense? Sometimes I feel like it don't make sense.
No, you're making sense.
Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I could keep going, but we'll just end up in, because I'll just keep thinking of new stuff.
So yeah, anytime you guys have any questions that's in the Melanin Mafia, if you go into our questions section, Zara will definitely be there to help you out with anything that you are like need help with. And for those of you that don't know what Melanin Mafia is, because we've spoken about it a couple of times, it is a community, is a Twitter and Discord community that I created for Black VTubers to help connect with each other, to find each other, because me, as becoming a VTuber myself, it was really hard for me to find other Black VTubers to connect with. The only person that I knew of was my Oshi, Tiffany Wisher. And I couldn't find anybody else. So for the longest time, I was thinking I should make a place where people can find each other so it could be easier. And so that's what I've done. So that is the Melanin Mafia. As you could look at it on Twitter. I normally go on there to retweet Black VTuber posts, and we have a list of a Black VTuber list if you want to join that and find other Black VTubers that you want to look at. And then if you want to join the Discord, you can have that. I did update the link on the website for the Discord for the Melanin Mafia, so you can join. But do understand that there is a verification process, because we have other people who are not of our culture want to get in there, and so that is a safety precaution. So just so you know, there will be a verification process once you enter the Discord. Might come as a shock for some people, but yes, there are some people that just try to infiltrate because we cannot have a space for ourselves for the love of everything. Hi, Jokes. Hi, Joker. Hi, Joker. How are you? How are you doing? I need to drink something. Hold on. So today we have our guests, Zaza, Radio Zaza, and Charged Up Static. Zaza for short, Static for short. And this is a podcast that I have once a month that bring Black VTubers on the channel so they can introduce themselves, talk about themselves, so you can meet them and hopefully check them out on your own time when they go live or on their own socials, and hopefully join their community, because they are always amazing people. I would not have people on here that I would not approve of myself. So definitely check out the people who I have, and I've also had previous Puffy Couches that is on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check out the previous podcasts, you can go on there and check those out as well. We are on our Q&A section, so if anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask, you can go ahead. It could be about VTubing, it could be about content, it could be about Twitch, it could be about anything. If not, and if our guests are done for right now, we will go ahead and end and rate someone. So we can wait for like 5 minutes if our guest doesn't have anything else they would like to talk about for themselves.
I just want to say that if you want to snatch my attention in the Melanin Mafia, you absolutely need to ping me, because I'm I'm trying my best not to always be in there and combing through everything. I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I'm trying to work on that.
Zaza will, absolutely. I've seen Zaza go and comment on every single channel that someone has posted. I've seen Zaza do it.
Yeah, I'll go in. I min max almost everything. I don't know why, but that's why I don't like to do a lot of things, because I know when I go in, I have to go in and do like the most efficient way possible and all that. And yeah,
you'll overdo it for yourself. That is something I have to learn for myself as well. Learning to not push myself so much.
Yeah, we're not required to do as much as we were supposed to when we were younger.
Yeah.
We gotta break that habit.
Yeah. Yeah. It was asked of us too much when we was younger. So yeah, we gotta break that. Going above and beyond when it's not necessary.
I'm trying to think. Did I miss anything?
I think you're just too enthralled with the Black women ASMR.
Ooh.
Too. What else? I'm trying to figure out. Did I miss anything?
Here, you think I'll explain Black women ASMR? So, when Static started playing Wukong, he needed to be able to focus because Wukong was his first Souls-like game.
Oh no!
And will be the last.
And he really wanted to get into it because it's Wukong, and also it's beautiful. The game is fucking beautiful.
Yes,
and that game single-handedly encouraged tourism to China, so like it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
So what would happen is, with the exception of one chapter because spiders,
yeah, I know,
what
right?
would happen is me and Nami would sit in BC with him, and we would just talk about whatever, right? We're just doing our own thing, and that was enough for him to focus on what he was trying to do and play the game. And we were used to Nextcree playing. So like Nextcree would be playing really early, like right before I go to sleep, because it's freaking like 8 a.m. PST for me. So what would happen is me and Nami would watch Nextcree play, and then we would give hints to Static in the varying degrees of, this is going to piss you off.
Man, I don't miss that game at all. I miss it, I miss it, but I don't.
It's that final battle on the mountain when you're fighting yourself, right? It's that, huh?
Yes, bro. And I went out of my way to do everything. I 100% of the game, and I was like, yo, much respect to everyone playing Souls-like games, but this is my first and last time. Shout outs to y'all. I'm not doing it no more. The Elden Ring guys, girls and guys, y'all have that.
I will always watch somebody play those games. I would never play it myself.
That's something you just have to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
I literally only play Wukong for the aesthetic. That's literally the only reason I was playing. That game was way too hard. I was like, this game is way too hard. Oh my god. This is ridiculously hard.
And the one thing that really grabs you by the balls is that it's even though it's Souls-like, it's a rogue like game. You actually go back and you do the whole thing again because of the actual it's a cycle of rebirth and reincarnation. So you are coming back as yourself, going through the stuff again, and it gets harder and harder and harder. So no matter how you build and how you move, for those who have played the end of that game, they know everything is used against you. And me and Nami, we knew this ahead of time. And we were just like, look, we're just going to let you know, when you get up there, once you get through the river and you get to that last boss, you're going to get mad after the second phase. because what happens is you have this gourd that you heal with, and your enemy freezes you, because that's a power that you have, snatches it from you, and drinks your health away from you.
The disrespect. Disrespect.
You can only do it so many times too. That counts as one of your uses.
Oh my goodness.
It's so irritating. I was like, you know what? And when I beat it, it felt so good. I screamed. I was like, yes, I did it. I did it. I put the game down, watched the beautiful ending, and I was like, you know what? It was a great game. I see why it was nominated to be Game of the Year, but never again. Never again. I won't be playing games like that. I gotta be interested in.
So are you going to be? Wait, I don't know if you said, but you say you finished South of Midnight, right?
Oh yeah.
What's your opinion of that game without spoiling it?
Okay, without spoiling it. Oh, South of Midnight. Okay, great game. No spoilers. I really like it, for real. I have one of my viewers, I say shared viewer with Zaza. Oh my God, what's her name? Her name just escaped me literally just now. So you know who I'm talking about.
Safi?
No. Wow, hold on. I got put on the spot, and I was like, man, what is her name?
Ashton?
No, you're close though. The mean one.
Oh, Amma.
Yeah,
Amma.
There we go. Yeah. Amma. There we go. Amma was really
He's
excited for
also
me
a
to
cat
play
girl.
the game. Yeah, Amma was really excited for me to play the game. Like that was like one of the games she was really excited for me to play, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll even let you know when I'm streaming it. So I let her know. I started booting it up, and I was like enthralled. Like first scene of the game, I was like, okay, yeah. She's from the South. Like not the same state, but she's from the South. Has a lot of Southern vibes. I didn't really get any of the Southern Gothic stuff, but people in my chat were telling me about it, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I will say this game so far for me, probably my favorite OST of the year. The boss themes, I love all the boss themes. They're all catchy. They're all catchy. There was like a little documentary part that they're showing, and how they like got people from the South, like Black culture, how they sing the songs and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, it's real. I recommend it.
The songs in that game so far, because I have not completed the game, but the songs in that game so far is amazing. I need to get the soundtrack. I need it.
Great. I like all the boss themes.
There's only gonna be one song that's gonna keep hurting me over and over again, though. There's gonna be one song, and I know which one it is.
Is it the tree?
Yes. I think
that's gonna hit hard.
I think every time that song comes on, I think I'm gonna skip it. I ain't gonna lie, because it's gonna hurt.
Oh.
It's gonna hurt.
What else? I think the voice acting, great. I don't know all the voice actors. I feel like the one who's Hazel.
Yes.
I know it's like modeled after how she actually looks too. She's bad, by the way.
Oh really?
I think so. Let me don't quote me. I think it's modeled after her, but she's very pretty. What else? I think the only bad thing I have to say about the game is the enemy variety. They kind of throw a lot of the same enemies at you, besides like the bosses. That's about the only thing I could say bad about it.
I kind of like that, because then I know how to battle those enemies when you get to the certain part. Because if they kept on throwing different enemy at you every time, I don't think I'd be able to stay on my toes. I think I'd die a lot more than what I am now.
I mean, I put the game on easy mode too, because I just wanted to play the story.
So, I'm playing normal, so I'm
I slapped that thing on easy. I'm like, I'm just here for the story. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So I'm calling it a day.
Me,
bye.
How I play a game is I will start on normal first, and I will try on normal. But then when it gets to be a little bit too much, I do this with Final Fantasy 14 too. When those solo challenges, when they become a little bit too much, I'm like, okay, I just want to know the story. Just let me get past this part. Thanks.
All right, I feel you. I don't just listen. Nowadays, when like there's not enough time in the day. I wish there was more time in the day to play games. I have no shame in slapping a game on easy mode. It's too hard. I'll slap it on easy mode. And that game's not. To me, it's not that hard. But I was just there for the story. But yeah, South of Midnight, highly recommend playing. It's probably besides Monster Hunter, my other favorite game of the year.
Listen, that game needs to be highly rated because there's not many games on Black culture. So
Yeah,
everybody, please go out and support that game because that is an amazing game.
it's really-
It is not
very good game.
stereotyped whatsoever.
No stereotypes for real. Like for like nobody. That's
That
the
is
best
a
part.
that is a for us game
No
for
worries.
real.
It's really good. It's really,
Mhm.
really good. What else? What else? What else am I missing? I think unless anybody else has questions.
Yeah, if anybody else has questions in chat, it could be on VTubing, it could be on content. You could ask for advice. That'd be completely fine. If not, we will
You know-
raid off and say goodnight. Oh, not good night, but see y'all later. It's not nighttime, my time yet.
Oh wait, don't we say who we want to see on here next?
Oh yeah, if you
On the Comfy
can,
Couch?
if you want, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you want to go first? Cause I got a list, huh?
question?
List.
What was the
Of
question?
who you like to see as the next guest on the comfy couch.
I want to see Trickster on here.
Oh my
He's on
god.
my list. He's on my list too.
I want to see Trickster on here, and I want to see
Trickster,
should
don't
have
take
been
that out of
listening.
context. I love you. I just know how chaotic you're gonna be.
yeah, exactly. You understand. Was I pinged already? God damn. Oh no, that's in the announcements. Okay.
Okay.
I was like, what? Who's pinging me in the mafia now? I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go look in the Not Safe for Work channel.
So what you
And
want to
these-
say is you want the comfy couch to go on Fansley.
No. Oh, I guess
Couch
yeah, because
after
I
that.
want your boy Kinda on here. I I think it's time for him to explain some things.
Oh my gosh.
He's on the list too.
Also,
There's a lot
Niche.
of people from the Melanin Mafia.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah,
she's
Niche.
on the list too.
Let me scroll.
Yeah,
up.
definitely niche. Yeah.
You know, we need to get why did he change his name? Lord, Dre. It doesn't say Code Vagrant anymore. It
Oh,
says
Vagrant.
Vice S.
Yeah, Vagrant,
He should be
yeah.
on here.
Him too. So you named a lot of people on my list. You named like 4. I still got more.
I'm gonna
I'm
need
still
this list from
scrolling.
y'all.
Lady Astoria,
Yes.
Uh huh.
Mari.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cosma.
Yeah, we need Cosmo on here.
And I need.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. First things first. Has Nami? Unless I remember, has Nami and Kano been on here yet?
Yes.
Nami's
Okay.
been on here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Nami
okay,
and
okay.
Kano has been on here. Yes.
Okay. 'Cause they were the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then yes, then it was Niche. I want to see Niche on here. Like if anybody's next, yeah, definitely Niche. And
Blue. We need Blue on here as well. Do you have Blue on your list?
No.
You need to put Baby Blue
list.
Arts on there
Okay.
because
You know who we're forgetting, Zah? You know who we're forgetting? You know who we're forgetting who actually really needs to go next? For real, for real?
Who?
Dajin. Dajin needs to get up here.
Oh yeah, definitely Dajin. Definitely
Dajin needs to get up
Dajin.
here next.
you know. Wait a minute. Yeah, he actually does
Ah.
need to be next. Dajin, can you still hear us? You need to. You're next. You're being
Dajin
tagged in.
needs to get here next.
Been
And,
I
tagged
need
in.
Dajin in the stream so I can beat him up in his while it's going on.
Wow.
And Crimson Soul. I like Crimson Soul. And that's my list. Crimson Soul needs to be up here too.
All right, just put these names in.
Asteria
Yeah,
and
Lady
Asteria too.
Hysteria, definitely Hysteria.
Asteria too. Yeah,
So
that's-
Oh,
definitely
if
put
Asteria is here, we need one of the curbs there too. I keep forgetting which one it is. There's a curb that does, I believe she does writing as well. Her and
Mhm.
Asteria on here at the same time would be good.
Okay. I would like y'all.
we
to-
need to We need
Please.
to.
Please.
I was like, oh, I got a whole bunch of people I want to see.
You could, and also if y'all can put these guys and like match them together, that'd be great.
We'll work on the programming.
Thank you.
I'm your manager, so I'll work on the
I
program.
was like, there's a whole bunch of people I want to see. Dog.
That'd be a lot, cause like, thank
Right.
you for Zaw and Static for being on the comeback of the Comfy Couch, cause this is going to be, well, base is going to be once a month. Sometimes I might want to do more than once a month, but basically it's gonna be once a month where I invite people on here. And so I'm happy to be doing this again because I love doing these and finding out different people's personalities and what they are. And sometimes I even find people who I haven't been following that I didn't know about. So this is great. This is great.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. I'm honored to be on the return of the Comfy Couch. You know?
Yeah. So tell us where to find y'all on the socials.
All right. Well, as I said before, my name is Charged Up Static, part-time VTuber, full-time best friend. You can find me anywhere: Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitch. Where else? Instagram. I think I have that still. What else? Letterbox. I just got a Letterbox. I'm gonna throw some movie reviews out. I just got Saw Thunderbolt, so if you got a Letterbox, follow me on there. You know, I'll throw a little review out. What else? I think that's it. I think that's all I have so far. That's it.
I am Radio Zaza with the S's wherever it really matters. So like YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, Twitter. I think I did my Instagram too. I'm barely on that thing though. Yeah.
Nice, great, perfect. Thank you guys so much for coming on the comeback of the Comfy Couch. Thank you guys for explaining who you guys are and introducing yourselves and letting us know about y'all a little more. Remember, their names are in the title, so if y'all want to follow them, please click their names, give them a chance. As you can see, they're both Riot, so y'all will not regret following them and checking out their communities. So I have never been able to raid this VTuber Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anarchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's painting right now. The last time I checked.
Yeah, they've been streaming for 2 hours and a half. They are on Be Right Back right now, but I think it'd be great for them to come back to a raid of new viewers, hopefully, and new community members. So we're going to raid Anarchy. So thank y'all so much once again for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. Here are my socials all in one spot. Wherever y'all are, I am, trust me. And if I'm not at where y'all at, let me know the website so I can catch my name. Thank you very much. Here is the raids for subs. Here is the raids for non-subs. Thank y'all so much. I see. Thank y'all so much for coming through on the stream. I really love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The Killer Neko Squad on top. And please remember, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, women's bodies are their own. I will see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.